It is not often that I cast 4 lakes at low elo, but we have it here. In the red, we have Underground Caleb. Very creative name. I like that. Underground Caleb. And he's playing as the Ethiopians. And then in the blue, we have Gabri Gatoni. And Gabri is playing as the Byzantines. The map is 4 lakes. And on this map, you should be focusing on the fish, at least at the start. I'm going to go over this quickly. We're going to use this as kind of like a learning tool for how you should play this map. And then we're going to get into our mode where we see what crazy strats these guys have. Elo Legends is supposed to help people learn. But it's also supposed to be fun. So I'm going to start off with the whole tutorial, okay? A normal build order. If you think about how a normal build order works in Age, you first focus on food so you can keep villagers producing. Then you send vills to wood. And then after you've got the wood for a bunch of buildings, you tend to see players make mills. Okay? Right here, you make a mill on the berries. Feeling great. On a water map, send 4 or 5 to wood. But skip the mill until later. You want to get a dock up. Still create vills out of your TC. And then also pump out fishing ships. So that's kind of my tip. Now at 700 elo, I have a feeling we're going to see the following. I think we're going to see villagers producing. We're then going to get to wood. We're then going to see a mill. And then later on, like maybe 8 or 9 minutes in, maybe 10, then we see a dock and a few fishing ships. You don't see players prioritize the fishing ships as early at low elo because they're learning. And when they learn on every other map, they go for the berries first. So, also, I've noticed that it seems a little stuttery. I hope it's not a big deal for you guys, but unfortunately, if the players lag or they have the yellow clock, we experience that as well. Now, Byzantines are probably the better civ for this, but it's not like, you know, a crazy advantage. Byzantines, they have great vision with Town Watch and Town Patrol in Feudal and Castle. So if you don't know where the attacks are going to come in on land, you can see it a bit easier. That also extends to your docks as well because you'll have more vision there. You also have more HP on your buildings per age, which extends to your docks. So if we won't see it at this elo, but if players are fighting on water, Byzantine docks will stay up a bit longer. Their fires also work a little faster. And here we go. Here's the mill. Called it. And here's the mill. Called it. So if there's any 700 elo players out there, just heed my words. If you have a dock up by now, you'd have like 2 or 3 fishing ships, and you'd have the same amount of villagers as the enemy. Lambden says, I would love to have you cast/criticize my gameplay. I'm still stuck in my 10-year-old self and likes to play slow and build up large amounts of military. I'm not going to criticize. I think criticize is a little harsh. You know, maybe I come off a bit strongly at times because I get emotionally invested in games. But, listen, I just want people to play the games how they want to play the games, and I'm here to cast it. But, unfortunately, I can't really take game requests because if I took game requests, I'd have to... There's a lot of people who would want me to see their games. I think at some point... Like, I'm going to do more coaching-oriented streams for mid-elo, but we're probably not going to do that till the new year. Oh, criticize in a good way. Gotcha. Well, if I were to be critical, if I were to complain, I would say that maybe walking long distances to drop off wood is way worse than making a lumber camp. There we go, Blue. Blue just thinks these trees are free, so I'm going to take them. But I'm actually curious. Let's compare the wood efficiency. Okay, so 100 wood. So it's like 30% more wood at this stage of the game collected by Red, who has had fewer on wood simply because of the lumber camp. Okay, Blue's next job is going to go over here and take the boar. It's actually quite nice that the boar is next to the mill. I think Blue will take advantage of that. The other boar is here as well. Yeah, Blue couldn't make a lumber camp because he made 4 houses. That was part of the issue, I guess. But it looks like he's going to transition villagers over there. And then, yeah, Red has 2 villagers on gold, 2 villagers on stone. Red likes options. So, yeah, at higher elos, you're going to see players dock. You're going to see the fishing ships. You're going to see aggression for the ponds. At this elo, people are just here to hang out. They just had a long day at work or school. They don't really care about being the best. They just kind of care about having fun. Or maybe they really do care about winning. I mean, that is not exclusive to higher elos, but I think they're probably just too worried. Like, sometimes people are not aggressive because they're so scared of everything that comes with being aggressive. Just passing, by the way. Sometimes players prefer to just play defensive because they think it's going to get nasty. Like this, for example. Why would you have 2 villagers on stone right now? Probably to play into defensive towers or a potential castle. This is auto scout for red. So red probably not really paying close attention to this. And then here for blue. It's not moving around like an auto scout. It looks like this is manual scouting. And actually, interesting moment here. Seems like blue clicked it on a straight line to the other side of the map. Will red react? Okay, just passing. All right. How many fishing ships to add for each pond? Well, it depends because if they're going to be competitive for your pond, you obviously don't want to make a ton of them. And you need to make your own fire galleys or galleys. But on 4 lakes, anywhere from 8 to 12 is the number I would suggest for each pond. And then you can start thinking about docking elsewhere. But I have a lot of people ask, like, when or how many, and that is dependent on the situation. But let's just assume they're not going to really fight for the ponds. Then, yeah, 8 to 12. And later on in the game, what you want to end up doing. Very cute houses here. Whoa, and double barracks for blue. Okay. Yeah, later on in the game, what you want to end up doing is you're going to want to add fish traps as the fish is expiring. Okay. Well, double barracks with Byzantines. I mean, Byzantines do have very cheap spearmen. Maybe that's what blue is thinking. I'm sure blue has been scout rushed before, and it's like, I've had enough of that. I'm going to make spearmen. Still no dock, which is a little disappointing. Maybe we need to do more 4 lakes. I mean, again, I want people to play how they want to play, but at the same time, I tend to see players like listen and learn some things over time. Okay, we'll have a barracks and a blacksmith here for red, who has decided to go defensive tower here, and has the stone to maybe defensive tower elsewhere as well. Red seems really hesitant to make farms for some reason. Blue, on the other hand, is going to get the wood and the farm upgrade first thing in feudal age. So blue's economy will be stronger due to that. And we're going to have an archer range here as well. If I had to guess, I think blue is going to farm with these villagers. And these villagers are going to be the lumberjacks, and they're not really going to change jobs. And a 3, a 2, and a 1. Okay, let's try this again. And a 3, and a 2, and a 1. Boom. Hey, there we go. I was close. All right, gold mining upgrade as well. Blue's like, I don't really know when I'm supposed to get this. I know I'm not really spending the gold right now, but whatever. Let's just get it. Let's just get the tech. There we go. We have a farm there for red. And we're going to see another tower and another mining camp. I don't really know other games, like other RTS games or games that are comparable to Age of Empires. But I have to imagine that the amount of time it takes to chew through one gold mine is probably a lot longer than other games. And so maybe when I see this, I always think that players are just expecting the gold to disappear faster. But there's still 500 gold left on the only gold tile that Red's been collecting since Dark Age. Like, the gold definitely is going to be there a while. I don't think you necessarily need to spread out like this, but Red's strategy is interesting. You know, like, the thought process is sound. If I get attacked, I'll have a tower. My wood line is walled in. So, I kind of like it. Also, we're going to have some archers here, eventually, for red. Man-at-arms for blue. Okay, so he's just thinking in case we need something. And the big thing right now for both players is just eco. They're thinking, they realize that aggression is a thing, but look at this. We've got protector of the farms, protector of the lumber camp. I like it. He's giving his men roles. Let's see if he sends the archer. Oh, yeah. Protectors of the gold. Protecting every resource. One player goes for the towers. The other player's making some dudes. All right. It'd be really funny if the amount of army in each area is identical, right? Well, it looks like he's brought the archer back from the wood line now. Okay, they're going to go over here. They're going to talk to the archers. Okay. They're asking the archers how much they get paid, you know? They're kind of like low level, entry level. They want to know what's up. Lots of houses here for red. And if you look at the mini-map, you can see that massive line. Okay. Interesting. And we do have archers for red, who, funnily enough, with fletching, could completely destroy blue. Because spearmen don't do too much against archers. But I think blue's got so many units that red will probably not have the micro that it takes to be able... He's putting archers inside the towers! Oh my god, I love this. This is amazing. Okay, this is definitely a keeper in terms of games right here. Because both players have different defensive outlooks. Blue says, well, we're Byzantine, so we have free town watch and we can see stuff from far away. And we're going to make a lot of army and just kind of camp our army next to our eco. Wait to see if the opponent does anything. And then red is taking it one step further. Red is towering and even sending archers inside the tower. Now, I don't know if that is auto scout for blue or if blue actually paid attention to that, but that might tell blue... Uh-oh, there's towers over there. When I first started playing this game, and I don't even want to pretend like it was the first day I played. I mean, this was just passing. Oh, he's attacking? No way! What are your archers going to do? It'd be so funny as there's the garrison for red if red now sends archers inside the town center. Just in case that happens again. But yeah, I used to do this. 2 to stone. And then I would just tower everything. And it would be very tough for people to be able to attack me. Especially because I was more scared of archers than I was scouts. Because you could just make spearmen. Archers felt like if you didn't have the army for archers, you're just dead. Which I think is kind of true in some ways. Like, it's easier to make 1 or 2 spearmen to react to a scout rush than it is to make whatever you would need to react to a lot of archers, right? What is this? Oh, that's the scout for red. Okay. These guys love feudal age. But blue has done a much better job with the farming. I think blue will be completely fine here. Blue scout has come home now to report to the people what has happened. This is the gossiping area of the town. He's like, guys, I swear to God, there was a villager on a farm. He hopped right inside the CC. I almost killed him. They're like, Jeff, shut up. You didn't kill anything. He's like, I almost did. All right, I swear. There was archers there and everything. It's like, get out of here. We haven't seen enemies in 300 years. Unfortunately, they won't believe Jeff. And then normally what happens in these instances is that people like Jeff, they try and prove themselves even more. And sadly, they might end up dying in that attempt. Castle Age on the way here for blue, though. That's not too bad. Remember I talked about the dock coming later? There it is. Maybe see a fishing ship or two. I'm impressed with Red's defensive outlook and also confused by his outlook. It started off with the whole tower thing. And now he seems, as the economy expands, he seems interested in locking down the rest of it rather quickly. And now he's going to go for crazy house walls over here. Must not realize this goes to the edge of the map or just isn't really certain. So, going to build this house and then all the others. Okay, blue is now going to... Blue is now going to stonewall towards the farms. So I guess he doesn't want to expand farms this way ever. And I mean, blue... Oh, wait a second. Jeff! Oh my god, it's Jeff! And they have no upgrades, but that is auto scout versus Jeff. And now we have the TC garrisoned. And Jeff's like, see, I told you guys. And Jeff's trying to claim credit for it. Like, I did it, I did it. They're like, get out of here. You didn't do it, we did it. Even we can kill a unit. And you can't kill crap, Jeff. The only reason they really sent him out as a scout is either kill him because he was so annoying or just get him out of the town. Castle Age in for blue. Red's got to be freaking out a little bit. When you see the opponents in Castle Age and you lose your scout, definitely should make you think. Let's click up to Castle Age as well. And yeah, blue is a line of buildings, and it's just going to produce a little bit out of each one. We have pikeman upgrade on the way now. We have the crossbowman upgrade on the way. We've got squires. We got thumb ring. Just kind of clicking all the upgrades to maximize this military. And for a 1 TC play, not too bad. We got fishing ships on the way. This TC is still creating villagers. This is solid. Now, red is just going to make houses everywhere. Oh, God. Okay, so there's going to be 38 houses. Have you ever seen so many houses? Wait a second. This is still open. Is that a female villager building this? What are you doing, Michelle? Okay, so she didn't even finish the job she started over here. Oh, okay, never mind, never mind. He's got it. He's got it. All right, so he's going to finish the houses. She's going to go over here and start all these houses. That's going to take a while. The army's definitely positioned nicely. You know, the army's ready on the left side for any attack or here. But, of course, crossbow could wreck. But Jeff is so freaking scared. Jeff won't even move out. Blue won't even see what red's up to now. He just can't even fathom the thought of pushing out to attack. I actually wanted to see if blue has a blacksmith. Did anyone remember seeing a blacksmith here? Oh, no. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, for 700 elo, that's so bad. Because it's common for low elo players to make a blacksmith and not get upgrades. If you don't even have a blacksmith, I definitely don't think you're going to be getting upgrades. Clearly, blacksmith upgrades are not going to be at the top of Blue's mind. But we've got a lot of military numbers. And here comes Jeff. Okay, so he's going to run out. And he's going to see what the enemy's up to now. Now, Ethiopians get pikemen for free. You just saw that happen. Here comes Blue. Highly unlikely Jeff will survive this. Actually, wait, is that auto-scout? Is he just auto-scouting? Okay, well, Jeff will probably survive for a bit then, because auto-scout will just take you to all the areas you haven't scouted. I thought it was a manual click. Second TC here for Blue. I have to say, I love how Byzantines get free town patrol now. That vision is incredible. And the resources for Blue are looking very good, as is the military numbers. Eventually, we'll see Blue make a monastery there to maybe go get some of those relics. And we have a forward town center for Red, which is outside of the whole fortification he just spent the last 30 minutes building. Red thinking the same. Let's maybe get some relics out there. We've got the monastery. Make a university after that. I think the most important university upgrade for him would be ballistics. So we will see, like, maybe ballistics so the crossbows don't miss. But I could also see guard tower being a priority. Because the towers are out, I could see maybe murder holes working. And yeah, that's actually a very good point. So, pikemen counter cav, guys. Pikemen counter cav. Where's Jeff at? Oh, there's Jeff. Okay. And there is currently one scout on the field, okay? So, Jeff has actually come home now. he's home. He's underneath the TC. And, so you would need pikemen to counter Jeff, essentially. And there's 22 pikes and 13 pikes. There's so many counter to cav, and there's just one guy. One single dude. There's actually someone in my chat named the Jeff. What up, the Jeff? I think we're going to see upgrades in a second, but just the fact that red is doubling and tripling down on blacksmith upgrades is huge right now. Now, something that blacksmith upgrade... Oh, wait, no. Blue's getting blacksmith upgrades. Okay, where is it? Aha. Never mind. All right. Fascinating. So, red now wants to drop a castle on this hill. And I'm kind of wondering why. I mean, it's not a bad position to fortify, I suppose. But there's really nothing there. Like, maybe this hill would make more sense. But I guess if you go too far to the east, you're not really... You don't have, like, a good position to protect the rest of your eco. So, castle on the hill. Very important move for the late game. I will say that. I think Blue's fascination with longswords is going to end up killing him. Longsword is just awful against crossbow. Longsword. I mean, they are stronger now because the devs buffed them, but there's a reason the devs have been making buffs to longswords for a while is because they're not great. Oh, shoot. Fishing ship's over here. And red knows enough to get gill nets, so that actually is going to lead to more efficient fishing. Not bad. And blue's going to get a relic right now. Okay, I'm going to switch over to this KD, by the way. Not bad. Thank you, Loic, for the sub, by the way. Thank you. Guys, I've been so happy with the support and just... I don't know. I've just been happy. So I've been in a real good mood recently. Because of streaming, but also because of life. So I had like the most refreshing weekend of my life. Or not my life. That's crazy. But of like the last year or two this past weekend. When I was away from the stream and we've had such good content going up. The feedback's been really cool. And I don't know. I'm just in a time where I think, you know, I would have been stressed in the past. As we have a mining camp here from Red. I'm feeling really good lately. And you guys deserve some credit for that. I love how Fervor's coming in at the exact same time. Yes! Okay, before Christmas, I'm going to upload the top 5 technologies for noobs. In their eyes. Like murder holes, supplies, Fervor. Fervor makes monks faster if you didn't already know that. So they're going to try and get the relics. And they want those monks to be speedy. Ooh, wait a second. Okay, here comes some pike and some show tells. But longswords... What did I say about longsword sucking? I take it back. Crossbow longsword is insane here. Well, I mean, the numbers are also so insane. Red, you have to cut your losses, buddy. You have to cut your losses. I wouldn't say staying here is really the wisest idea. Okay. Well, red's going to stay here, and blue just has more military, and now red realizes, okay, this is bad. Back away to our castle. Yeah, like herbal medicine actually has a competitive, like for years and years it was kind of dumb, but they changed it so it actually makes sense. But it's just so funny the technologies that low elo players know when they already lack so much knowledge otherwise. You know what I mean? It's just so silly. Like you would never ever ever see a low elo player get sanctity, for example, because that gives monks more HP. And to a low elo player, it doesn't matter. Because if their monk's going to get attacked, it's going to die. They just want their monk to run faster. This is a really good game right now. Where's Jeff? Jeff is here. He's moved around a little bit. He's still there. Blue took a good fight there. However, Showtail Warrior Crossbow, especially with these upgrades, will be very strong. That said, Blue did get full crossbow upgrades as well. Showtail Warriors are also incredible. Not so much against archers, but against longsword pikemen here. Blue just healed up the entire army. Oh, the change to herbal medicine. Good question. So herbal medicine, I honestly might need chat's help on this, but herbal medicine, it means your armies heal faster in castles, but they made the rate of healing faster recently. So like it was... I think more expensive than it needed to be in the past, and also it didn't really heal your army that quickly. Red on the way to Imp. Byzantines get cheaper Imp. But Blue's thinking, you know what? I don't have enough variety with my army. So let's make skirms and let's make knights. And let's not go to the Imperial Age. Okay, so it was 4 times the healing, and it was changed to 6 times the healing. Okay. Yeah, so I use that nowadays. I think Viper was the first high-level player to experiment with it once the change was made. But yeah, it was kind of a meme for many years because it was basically seen as useless. All 5 relics have been collected here. Whose position do you think is stronger, guys? I think that Red's is stronger because he has the potential to take initiative in early Imp. But if you don't take initiative in early Imp and get your upgrades and push, then it's a completely different game. Because the Byzantine player has 1 extra relic, and Byzantine's probably the better civ in late game. No, I think 100% the better civ in late game. They have cheap skirms, cheap halbs. They better hussar options if they want. I think the units being cheaper will also benefit Blue greatly. But go up to Imp, man! Go up to Imp! He must, maybe he doesn't know Byzantines. Maybe he doesn't know it's cheaper for Byzantines. That's got to be common, right? Probably thinks it's 1,000 food, 600 gold. I've even seen higher level players forget they're playing as Byzantines and wait that long. All right, blue sees the opponent is now in the Imperial Age. Seems to be gearing up for an attack. We've got one group of skirms. Okay, we've got murder holes on the way. We've got ballistics on the way. Okay, this is a good fight. This is a very good fight for these skirms. They will own these crossbows, now arbalest. But that is a lot of counter units and a lot going down for red, who probably is trying to look over here, get the Showtail Warriors or something. Now, normally, I would say be happy with that and go up to Imp, but we're not seeing it. Yoda, if someone reminds me to turn off the pumpkin mod, I will definitely do it after this game. I keep forgetting. Fortified wall for blue. And honestly, blue has so many units here. I think blue just owns every fight. Who needs Imp when you can make 100 army? And the Showtail Warriors were just Castle Age Showtails. They didn't have any Imp upgrades. Blue is just swarming right now. And red is thinking, let's place these castles for late game, but red might need a castle at home pretty soon. Red is definitely gonna... It's gonna be tough for a player of red's caliber to be able to react appropriately to 100 military. And blue... Tell me he clicked up. Still hasn't clicked up! He's making more knights. He's making more skirms. He's making more longswords. You have 100 military. You're fine. Holy crap. From 0 to 100. And red is panicking. And red's under pressure. And red thinks, I need a castle. Which isn't necessarily the worst thing. But I think the castle will be denied because of the army. Wow. Where did this flood come from, blue? And there's still army here, by the way. That said, I don't know what he'll do with it just yet. Actually, it's really important that this castle gets denied, because if the castle goes up, blue can't really fight that. And it will get denied. Wow. Red might think he's getting smurfed on here. Like, that attack happened so fast. I think red's going to be shocked. Like, you've got to be surprised if you're in red's position, because blue was so passive the entire game. Where's Jeff at? I don't know. Oh, Jeff died! Jeff isn't alive anymore! They fight on in his honor. And meanwhile, red's gonna go with Showtail Warriors over here and drop another castle. But now, what do you do at home? Okay, red did have Arbalest. He is sending Arbs inside the TC, which is kind of funny. And he does have Bracer, so that will help. Castle Foundation will go down. Red's not giving it up. Red's going to drop a town center right here. And here are the Showtails, who, again, I'll state, are not elite. And they do not have any imp upgrades. So you're fighting with Castle Age Showtails, essentially. And that's just not going to work out for you. Now, economically, I mean, the resources are looking good for red. But how can red make 80 military to match the military from blue? I don't see that being possible. Okay, here come some knights. They're going in after the siege. And this is where blue could lose the game. Blue might not realize Imperial Age is a thing. And red calls the GG! Red calls the GG. Will blue give him the GG back? We won't get to know. We won't get to know because the game is over. Wow. But I think red realized, and I'm very happy with red. Salute to him for calling the GG. I like to see that, and we're seeing it more and more at low elo nowadays. But yeah, I think eventually what would happen, even if blue lost all this military, he'd probably take out the Trebs. Red wouldn't have much more, and then this army's still unkillable. That was just... He went from not attacking to attacking with literally everything. That was insane. Look how tiny his base is, too. He was almost out of wood here. Like, he had wood in the bank, but he was just stuck in the corner and focused on the fighting. Ah, T90 pumpkin heads. All right, thank you, Chris. Let me just fix the pumpkins. I'm going to look at this first. There was the KD. I don't even think red played bad. I just think red was never prepared for that number of that amount of military. It's not like red undermade military. And it's not like he got bad upgrades. It's just the timing of it. Because when you go Imperial Age, that's so many resources you put into Imp that you don't put into the numbers. And so that's when you're most vulnerable, and blue hit him and hit him hard.